If you enjoy this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. In the heart of Tyneside, where St. James Park stands tall and proud, a storm has broken out. At the center of it is Alexander Isak, Newcastle United's record signing, their star striker, and now the figurehead of one of the Premier League's most explosive sagas. Once seen as the man to lead Newcastle into glory, Isak now insists the relationship with his club is broken. What happened? And where does this story go from here? When Isak arrived at Newcastle, he was more than a transfer. He was a statement, proof that the Magpies could compete with Europe's elite. His performances quickly justified the hype, earning him a spot in the PFA team of the season. But while the goals were flowing, murmurs began behind the scenes. Isak's camp claimed that in 2024, Newcastle hinted at fresh contract talks. Those talks never came. New leadership and financial caution left negotiations frozen, and the striker felt promises had been broken. By the summer of 2025, frustration boiled over. Isak stopped training with the senior squad. He skipped preseason friendlies. He refused to play in the Premier League opener. Then, for the first time, he spoke publicly, accusing Newcastle of betrayal and insisting their relationship can't continue. Liverpool, watching closely, were ready to strike. They offered £110 million. Newcastle instantly dismissed it. Their response was sharp. No commitment has ever been made. Isak is not for sale. Behind the scenes, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, the club's majority owner, took charge of the response. Known for rarely speaking quickly, their swift and defiant statement showed just how strongly they felt. For Newcastle's hierarchy, this was about more than money. It was about control, pride, and principle. Inside the squad, opinions split. Some teammates were disappointed by Isak's stance. Others understood. After all, careers are short, and ambition can't always wait. Manager Eddie Howe played peacemaker, keeping Isak away from the squad but never outright criticizing him. He still hopes for reconciliation, though few expect one anytime soon. For now, Isak trains alone at the club's facilities. The legal battlefield. But here's the truth. Newcastle hold the cards. Isak is under contract. If he refuses to play, he risks heavy fines and even breach of contract. Sports lawyers agree, promises, gentlemen's agreements, and frustration won't outweigh signed terms. Still, in modern football, players have power. Social media, public pressure, and outright refusal to play can turn an asset into a liability overnight. Isak's Instagram post didn't just burn bridges, it set fire to the negotiating table. Liverpool's pursuit. Liverpool remained determined. They have the funds. They've already spent big this summer, but Isak is the man they want to lead their attack. Yet Newcastle's valuation sits near £150 million, and they're not budging. The irony? The Magpies themselves have searched for replacements. Sesko, Ramos, Jackson, but none arrived. And without a Champions League level striker secured, Newcastle won't let Isak go. The conditions, as they put it, have not transpired. What happens now? The clock is ticking. The transfer window closes on September 1st. For Newcastle, selling now risks more than losing a striker. It risks sending a message that star players can dictate their exit. For Isak, refusing to play could damage his form, his reputation, and even his place in Sweden's squad for next summer's World Cup. And so both sides remain locked. Newcastle can fine him, isolate him, even punish him, but losing their number one asset is unthinkable. Isak can dig in, refuse to play, and hope Liverpool come back with an even bigger bid. Either way, this battle is far from over. For Newcastle, this is about pride. For Isak, it's about ambition. For Liverpool, it's about opportunity. One saga, three forces pulling in opposite directions. The only certainty? Whatever happens next will shape not just the future of a player, but the trajectory of a club, and perhaps even the balance of power in the Premier League. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.